Hi, today I had a absolute big brain moment, and by that I mean I carried my math team to an 100% on a test, and or we got it all wrong. Either way. Anyways, the context is today there was a math test, your average boring Algebra 2 math test that could give everyone depression, anxiety, and stress because it did. I walked into class, I had anxiety, I had stress. No, I didn't because I don't actually care. But anyways, the big twist is our teacher is mentally insane, so he decided it would be a good idea to make everyone test in groups. Now, how that works is you get a group, you get to do your test with a group, and that sounds like cheating. It sounds really epic, but the twist is your fate is intertwined with each other. So basically, he goes to the group, he takes a random test, and he grades that test, and whatever grade that one test gets is the grade of everyone in the group. So basically, you have to make sure you're actually working together and doing crap together, or else you're all screwed. And the issue with that is no one likes working together, and also he picks the groups. So I got in a group with random strangers. It was a great learning social experience. I don't mind talking to new people, all right, but I'm in Algebra 2, which is ahead of its time. I'm clearly very special and very genius. But the issue is I'm in a class with old people, really old, tall people. And I got in a group with a bunch of really old, tall people. And so they clearly don't respect me. They don't give me enough respect, which is a big issue because I know what I'm doing and they don't. So I can't really, tell them they're doing something wrong without sounding like an idiot and I get bullied. But I had to just disrespect them back, and then you get your respect back. And especially like this one guy, I'm gonna call him racist guy. He kept saying the N-word for one thing, and kept telling me to slap lotion on my legs. He said, slap some lotion on your legs, and I can't argue with him. I can basically draw a painting on my legs. But either way, there were four other people in my group, so that's a group of five. I'm gonna name them all by personal traits. So I'm gonna call one slow dude, the racist dude, the fast dude, and the random girl. Yeah, it was a great experience to learn and know with all of them. And at the start of the test, it was a very simple process. Everyone would go together, and we're all unified, in unison, focused, in the zone, and we're all just like, yes. Question one, ba 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 ba. Yes, is that. Next part, blah 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 blah, and it's going fine. It's a unified thing. Anytime we have a correction, people do corrections. Anytime I say a correction, I get flamed by the whole group for being short, even though I'm like almost 6 foot. But anyways, we're zooming along and rooming, and we reach a problem where everyone doesn't know what they're doing except for me. I know exactly what I'm doing because I'm just genius like that. But anyways, we're rooming and rooming, and no one knows what they're doing, and I know what I'm doing, but I can't really explain because you can't explain math. But I'll explain it now if you understand this at all. So basically, we had to make a table, and we had to find HK form, and then the HK form is the equivalent of what we put on the table in the middle, and then you go 2 up and 2 down from that point on the table, and then you put it to the equation, and then you get a y value, and then you graph it. But anyways, no one knew that except for me, so I started doing it, and I tried to explain to them, but like you probably just heard, you don't understand what I'm saying. So everyone's just telling me to shut up again because I'm a freshman. I don't know what I'm doing, so I tell them to shut up and listen and indulge my process. But of course, none of them listen. And the thing is, they all in unison don't listen to me because they're really, really annoying. So I'm doing my thing. I know I'm right. I'm like 99% sure I'm right, and I'm still sure that I'm right now. And I'm doing it, and no one knows what they're doing, all right? They're doing it wrong, and I'm doing it right, and I'm like, oh my God. These guys are throwing my grade, and I try to tell them that, and they're like, shut your mouth, and then they do it the wrong way. But then the teacher came by, and then he gave us a little hint. He gave us a great hint, actually. He basically told them that they were wrong in secret Morse code, and then said that I was right in his teacher Morse code. And then they were all like, oh, bruh. And, there was an awkward silence where everyone realized they just got outsmarted by a freshman who knew what they were doing. So basically, from there, I took the reins. I took the wheel. I was steering the way, all right? I basically gave a more simplified version that they could actually understand to solve the problem. And then we just kept going. And then from there, anytime they disagreed with me, they were the wrong one. Literally, this time, this one guy disagreed with me, and then the racist guy was like, all right, shut up, bro. Just do whatever he says, man. And I'm just like, yeah, they have a lot of trust in me now because, I showed off the moment that I knew what I was doing, and then after that, they kind of all just died mentally, and then they just followed whatever I did. Literally anything I said, like, all right, yeah, whatever, and they just wrote it down, and I took the reins. So basically, I carried my group to an absolute W on that test, and when we all get in 100, they will hug me, and we will have a party. Not really, but if we don't get a good grade, I will be getting beat up. That is, 90% guarantee, but either way, I think that was a pretty epic moment. I got to lead these absolute dumb older people who don't give me the respect that I deserve. But anyways, that's the big genius moment I had today in my math class. But among other things, I have my science biology crap. That thing is due in 2 days, and I'm still basically screwed. We have 2 paragraphs left, which isn't a lot actually. I'm not that screwed. I can have my group do the work. I spent like the other day hammering out 1 paragraph, which was it's not that bad, but I just felt like it was bad. But anyways, my group can do the rest of it. I'm basically not doing that for the rest of the time until it's due. If we get an F, that's on them because I did my part and they need to do their part. But yeah, we also spent today in marching band out in the rain. Not in the rain. It was like kind of drizzling. We're at a point in our marching band season where we have to like really get through the cold, and also like I don't know what the exact term it's called, but we're like polishing whatever that's what it's called. We got the show, we got the most of it down, and we just need to like go through and finish some things up, and that's what we're gonna do for the next 3 weeks. And we're still adding some new finicky new dance moves in there though, and it's already giving everyone brain tumor or cancer, especially since it was freezing today and no one knew what they're doing. And like even with this little coat on, I was still in the death, and some people wearing t-shirts and shorts did not bring their coat. They were absolutely like in a coffin by the end of it. They wanted their hot chocolate. But anyways, yeah, that's some recent stuff. I mainly just wanted to brag about how cool it was for me to absolutely whip the older people into shape, because I'm a genius and they're not. But anyways, that's all for now.